A venerable
and
house.
imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I
Hail the
bent
Dank
every
Lord.
effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil.
Changing the category. Sorry. Thank you very much, Panda
Every
Fell.
step
That was very
unsettled
kind.
the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of
I own
death
Eratus, but I've
and
never played it.
madness.
I love the art and the narration. Everything's good. Everything.
In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through
one of the best
those
games
blackened
ever.
arcades of antiquity
I love you, Station.
until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house? Opulent.
We have all the time in the world. It's beautiful. Water and salt. When you're hungover, your body dumps all your electrolytes out of it because it's trying to rehydrate itself, and the alcohol and the sugar makes your body literally pee out all of your electrolytes, and electrolytes are salts. So you want to consume some electrolytes. So you want to like Pedialyte, Gatorade. Literally, you can sprinkle some rock salt into water and chug it. But if you don't get salt in your body, you won't hold the water. So you'll keep drinking water, but you'll never feel better because you'll just keep peeing it all out. You got to get some salt in your body to help hold the water. I like the word baubles too. It's one of my favorites. Tomatoes are good. Tomatoes are good. Fruit, vegetables. Usually it's just easier to drink something when I'm hungover. Dude, yeah, Gatorade, Red Bull. Gatorade's great. Yep. Potato chips is what I do. Whenever I feel shitty, I go for potato chips. More specifically, crab chips. Water and pretzels. Seriously, that's why pretzels, a lot of people, like, when I get really hungover, I always crave fatty food, like deep fried cheese or French fries or something. Oh, yeah. Electrolytes. It's what the plants crave. This is normal, right? Yeah. I forgot. It's been a while since I started a new game. Damn. Darkest. Chad. You hear them? Pickle juice. Pickles are great. Anything fermented, really. Bloody Mary. I love a Bloody Mary.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a
I love this
troubling
video.
serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient.
Yeah, the
hidden
sodium. We
cobbles of
actually
the old road,
went over the sodium
and on its
potassium pump
writhing
yesterday in
path,
stream. It was
You
fun.
will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery
There we go.
without madness. The old road will take you to hell. But in
I
that
swear my
gaping
GoXLR
abyss,
changes every day and I don't know how. I didn't even restart my computer
we will
today.
find our redemption.
I love pickles. Dude, Vile got me, oh my god, Sarah, for my birthday, Vile Dreams got me a box of like artisanal pickled things, and I only have one jar left. And it's sad. But they're really good. I'll get down on any pickle. I'm not a picky person, but I fucking love pickles, man. Oh, a kidney stone. Dude, Anubis showed us the size of a kidney stone. He had to push out his pee-pee the other day. Fuck that. No thank you. Fucking Vissy had to pull one out of Kyler's penis with tweezers. No. They're so scary. They'd all be gone. I'm kind of like saving this last jar just because I don't want them to be gone. Yeah, Kyler had a fucking kidney stone so big and sharp that it got stuck in the tip of his dick and she had to pick it out. Yeah, drink water, my dudes. Don't be Kyler. You don't want that. Tenebrous? Oh, dude. Aren't words... I actually subscribe to dictionary.com and they give me a word of the day every day. I'm a big dork. Right? That's enough to make me drink water. My brother buys a pickled beer? Ooh. We were talking about, like, being hungover and, like, needing to hydrate, basically. And get, like, the sodium-potassium pump is really important. We talked about it yesterday. Like, I brought up pictures of cells and stuff. But in layman's terms, you have intracellular fluid and you have extracellular fluid. Extracellular is outside the cell, intracellular is inside. And they have to maintain a nice balance to keep you hydrated and happy. And alcohol fucks all that up. So you have to correct it by hydrating and getting salts in your body and stuff. Because your body will do anything to bring itself back to homeostasis, even if that something sucks, like vomiting or passing out or whatever. Bitches. The one thing I had wasn't big, but I kept getting stuck and took forever to get out. Oh my god. 3 months? Did you feel it for... Oh my... I have to, like, hold my pussy when people say that. I've never had one, and my brother Corey had one, and when I was in high school, and he couldn't pee standing up for 3 months afterwards. Like, his nerves were so shot from pissing that thing out. Ugh. My urethra is a no... That's a pee-only zone, man. I cannot. Ugh. Yeah, your body will literally... Like, it's pretty crazy how amazing the human body is. There was a really good quote on Reddit one time, and it said, the fact that your body literally starts to decompose the moment your heart stops goes to show... for what your body is, like, doing 24/7 to keep you healthy and alive. Your body is working really hard all the fucking time. It's kind of crazy. And when we don't take care of it, it's like running a car without oil, you know? Or with dirty oil, whatever you want to say. I'm usually bad. I don't know why I'm really bad at this game when I stream it. It's not because I'm bad at it. Like, I just get horrible rolls when you guys are here. I don't know what it is. No sounding for me. I would peg the shit out of my lover, but if anyone asked me to stick anything up their urethra, I would probably drop them off at a clinic. Dude, did I ever tell you about that patient? It was a book. My friend Josh read this book, and the patient, it's a true story. The patient went into the doctor because she was having fertility issues. And her and her husband had been married for like 30 years. Long story short, it turns out her husband had been fucking her urethra for 30 years. It was so stretched out that the nurse practitioner could not find her vagina. Like, no. How? And that's because everyone teaches girls it's supposed to hurt the first time. No, it doesn't. I've never had painful sex in my life, except with too big of a dick. No, it's not supposed to hurt. Shut the fuck up.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
What the fuck? No wonder you couldn't impregnate your urethra. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. I won't answer. I won't talk. There's people eating. If it hurts, there's something wrong, right? Like, I hate that girls have been taught, oh yeah, it's gonna hurt and you're gonna break a hymen and bleed. No, you're not. Like, literally 1% of women even still have a hymen by the time they have sex. Most of us, it fucking shreds and breaks away by the time we're 3 years old from riding a bike. It's all bullshit. But this woman thought it was supposed to hurt forever, so she let her husband fuck her pee hole. Mood, right, Eliza? Like, what the fuck? I'm sure she did. It wasn't my patient. Like, it was a doctor who retired and wrote this book. How did neither of them know? You know the answer to that, Kinger. Abstinence-only education doesn't teach us anything. You have to know where the vagina is. There's more than one hole in there. Oh, I know, Kinger. Like, it's rhetorical. I'm just like, you know, it's sad to me. My mom never gave me a birds and the bees talk. She sat me down when I was 4 years old in front of the TV and put on the movie The Miracle of Life. And it's a terrible movie from the 80s that shows a very hairy vagina giving very bloody birth in all its glory. And I just decided at that moment I'm never having kids, and here I am. Do doctors know the phrase, I don't know how to say this, but, doctors are pretty bad at delivering news. They don't have very, like most doctors, they're really smart, but their personalities kind of suck. Speaking of urethra, I'm getting food in 9 minutes. Perfect. We won't talk about fucking urethras anymore. That's exactly I got. The one from Nova. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yep. From Big Mouth. Oh, that's beautiful. They showed us that movie in health class. I never got a health class. I think I've told you guys this. When I was in 8th grade, we got a sexual education class, and the school nurse came into our classroom, and she taught us to never pierce ourselves because we'll get AIDS and die. And literally 3 days prior, I had pierced my own nose, and it was very infected, and the whole class was staring at me like I had AIDS. And then I will never forget this. She said, "And do not do anal intercourse because the force will break the anus, and you will get sick and probably get HIV." And I was just like, that's what I got. And no, I don't want kids. Here we are. He asked and I explained. Placentas are amazing. Placentas are pure magic. The fact that the female body can create a special organ for your parasite to live off of, so your parasite doesn't kill you inside of you, is pure black magic. Birth is magic. I've seen it 5 million times, and it's still pure black magic. In the 80s, the dark time for sexual awareness, yeah. Everything is AIDS and you're gonna die. It was horrible. I mean, the anal tearing, literally in my town, like, no one would come out as gay. You couldn't, it was that kind of town. My best friend was heavily gay, and for a long time, people thought him and I were, like, in a relationship because we were super close. And I was like, how do you not see the immense gay here? But it's fine. Like, I was eating pussy, he was getting dick. I don't know how people didn't see it, but whatever. In middle school, someone paid a Christian pregnancy center to give us the talk. Shut up. How was that, Janae? I've never actually been to one of those. What is that like? We even went to a specialized organization in primary school for sex ed. Not us. Oh, the placenta's disgusting. Like, watching the doctor just push on the stomach to this big bloody blob flows out of the fuckhole you want to suck sometimes. It's pretty disturbing. I don't know. I've asked, actually, a bro to the past. She's one of my best friends who has kids. I've asked her before, how do you go from feeding your kids with your nipples to your nipples being a sexual object again? Like, as a whole, how do you go from being a birth machine to a sexual woman again? Like, that transition is so weird to me. I can't even fathom it because I don't have kids. I ask my friends with kids all the time because it's so weird. But he knows that sperm comes from a penis, fused with an egg, got embedded in the lining of a uterus. It feels weird to birth it. I don't doubt that at all. It's like pooping out your pussy. Birthing the placenta is not comfortable. Is it not? Does it hurt because it's big? Like, I don't know. This feels like a really, if I'm asking way too personal conversation shit, you tell me. But I've never had a baby. I've just been there for a million births, and I don't get to ask these questions. In the early 90s, there could be gay, but God forbid have an interracial friendship. Oh, God. I've told you this. I never even touched a black person until I went to college. Never had felt a black person's skin before because they just didn't exist where I lived. I was never taught racist things. My town wasn't racist because there was no one there to be racist to. But I had that moment and I was like, wow, I am sheltered. Jesus Christ, Katie, get out. And like put it on paper and made a print of it with the blood and it's hanging in her living. No, wait, I need to read this. I'm gonna vomit. The rituals people do with placenta are creepy. Like my sister dried it and made it into pills. And like put it on paper, made a print of it with the blood, and it's hanging in her living room. No. No. I mean, it's like sick metal, but like, no, that's art. Do you think they could shred it like a Banksy painting and still sell it? Someone needs to light it on fire for real, like ritualistically. You made me stop playing my game with that. Oh man, I'm out of money. What are we not? We're doing a first dungeon. Shut. What am I doing? We don't need any of this. Dumbass. I'm like way overbuying, like I'm doing a mass dungeon or something. No. No, no. Okay, that's good. Man, I hate the crazy essential oil people because I love essential oils. I actually put them all over my house. They do make my mood better, having nice smells. Do I drink them and think they cure cancer? Absolutely not. Don't do that. They make us look crazy. Yes, placenta does carry stem cells. Yeah, that's a huge thing. You can donate your placenta, but you know, the God people are like, but that's cells of Jesus and shit. Oh my God, Sexcellent. I've told you this, right? All the husbands that come in and secretly vaccinate their kids. So many. I had so many husbands come in and secretly vaccinate their kids because their wives would not. Hundreds. Hundreds. Because the moms didn't want to vaccinate at all. It was pretty, and the husbands are like so embarrassed. They're so ashamed. And I'm like part of me has to be like, I mean, you are kind of lying and sneaking around with your kid, but also like, go you. Like in my head, I can't professionally say that, but in my head, I'm like, save your kids. Basically, it's sexual being returned after I stopped breastfeeding because otherwise they were just feed bags. That's how I would feel. I would feel like a cow. Almost had to. My wife spent too much time on Facebook. Dude, it's a nurse thing. Like we were making fun of all the catty nurses she probably works with when your daughter cut her hair. Seriously, I guarantee that's probably what it is. Nurses get into this weird, like, Tupperware mentality with each other, and they start becoming very... it's like Karen Light, a little. And I think it's because in their job, they're expected to run, control, and heal everything all at once. And, like, it's so demanding that they just, like, develop this. But all the nurses I worked with, like, they all kind of were a little culty about weird shit like that. Like, they were all definitely on Facebook. Like, they would get mad at me because I wouldn't see a Facebook invite to something. I'm like, the last time I went on Facebook, I didn't have my period yet. Like, let's not do that. I love you, Sales. Lurk happy. Be safe, please. You donated yours? Yeah, that's what most people donate it. Like, why not? What are you going to do with it? Shots, seriously. Get a vaccination, my dudes. My favorite nurses are the ones that don't tell me they're a nurse when they're off the clock. I usually get asked, and then I still feel braggy. Isn't that weird? Like, I'll usually just be talking to someone. They'll be like, are you medical? Like, just by something I say. And when I say yes, I feel like I'm bragging. I hate it. Can confirm, my cousin does that as well, which is why I just ignore most of her text calls, notifications, etc. My sister Joshua, I love her so much. She's a nurse in Texas now, and she was just like me, and now she's got a fucking permanent bump it and wears 2 inches of makeup on her face, and they just get sucked into something. And I think it's because they're all together. It's like their thoughts are reaffirmed. When you're surrounded by people who are all doing the same thing, it's like a circle jerk. Like, oh yeah, I saw that too. And we all agree on the same thing. That's why I always tell you guys to challenge me if I say something wrong, or if I misquote something, or if I'm like, look at this article and you guys know a different one. I like the back and forth. That's an echo chamber, and I'm not into it. Yes, an echo chamber. Get out of my fucking head. It gets weird. Yes. I noticed it. RTs don't do that. RTs are a totally different breed. It's really weird. Like, not flexing at all. But if you meet an RT, chances are respiratory therapists have a weird past. Like, most people that become an RT and stay one, they're kind of different people. Nurses tend to be, like, very warm, loving people that are out there to really care. And when they get together in clumps, I don't know, it can be weird. I've always noticed that. Every time I go to, like, when you work as an RT, it's usually one respiratory therapist in the entire unit. And there's usually like 6 to 10 nurses. So it's one RT. So I just watch it. Every hospital I've worked at, I've always watched it, and it's pretty much the same. They all, like one hospital, they were all really into crafting. Like they looked like literally teenagers in cheerleading. They'd all wear matching bows in their buns every day to work, and they had glitter on their face, and like they celebrated weird shit. Like they acted like cheerleaders or like a fan squad. And then at Hopkins, very much the Facebook, bakey Tupperware people. It's just like a thing. They all become friends and get into something, but they stop realizing that the outside world is going, no, don't do that. That you're smarter than that. No, don't do that. Facebook is bad. No, don't do that. Eco? God, I miss Eco. Anybody got any like ears to the wind on that shit? Because Mother Nature's being, oh, is it, you got fires? I put my AC on. Dude, my dogs are crazy. Look at them today. Ooh, an ism is a suffix, not, well, I mean, it's that guy talking about it. Really, I just liked his approach towards white people thinking they can be racist against. The systemic part is only one part of it. I get where he's trying to go. Yeah, absolutely. I just liked the message behind it. Linguistically, wasn't perfect, but I liked the message. I agree with you 100%. May this be the most sad, pathetic video that you see in 2021. Oh, no. What is it? Oh, God. What? Oh, no. The one-time leader of the free world who now lives alone in a hotel sharing buffets, common areas, and staff with strangers yearns for attention and relevance so badly, he now stands on a patio step every night ranting to tens of people about a 6-month-old election he lost. Dude, I know this video. Do you want to know the backstory on this? It's so much more depressing and sad. So, he lives on Mar-a-Lago, but he has no income because everybody hates him. So now he's renting Mar-a-Lago out for weddings, but the catch is you have to let him speak at your wedding. He literally gets up in the middle of people's weddings and talks about the election. That's what he does. Do you want to watch it? It's so stupid. It's cringe. Humans are really afraid of change. Change is scary to people. It's any kind of change is so it makes people like neurotic. And I feel like this is just me thinking about it. I think people just create their own reality in their head, and it's like if they just keep saying it, it will be real. You know, like if I just keep saying it, if it's like a mantra, it'll be real. And you get enough people thinking that way, it becomes a religion kind of, like that's basically Christianity, you know? When you're such a bad loser that you flip the board and accuse your opponent of cheating for months and months, dude, he just so badly wants to be in the spotlight, and it's like you've become the biggest joke of the world almost. So close. Yeah, I cannot feel bad for him. You have to remember he literally killed thousands and thousands by ignoring a deadly virus that he knew was there. Like we can't feel bad for a dick bag like that. At all. Oh, wait, that doesn't work. So me saying I'll have $1 million soon won't work? I mean, maybe. Maybe if you just keep repeating it over and over. I don't know. I love my beard and I feel bad for my wife having to kiss me sometimes. Oh, dude, I like kissing a beard. Beards are soft. It's that GQ, the 4 o'clock shadow. That is spiky. That one hurts. I love a beard. Beards are soft. I literally don't even notice kissing a beard. But spiky, the stubble, yeah, that stuff can stab. It stabs me face. The whole Mexican border fiasco, which is still going on. I mean, literally, Trump created internment camps and forcibly sterilized Mexican women at the border. We have a button? Awesome. Let's button. He's a horrible, horrible, horrible human being, and anybody who worked for him for any amount of time or like this. Thanks, thank you. And the Hawaiian language, Hawaii had a queen. Like, Hawaii literally had a queen. And we just stepped in and we're like, nah, we're going to rule you now. They had their own fucking queen, and she was like a good queen. She was a good person. It's fucked up. It's really fucked up. They're like the sub bosses you have to fight before you get to the main boss, but they dance for you. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to my channel. Thank you. It's kind of like Native Americans, but it was way more recent. What year was it? Do you guys remember what year? It was insanely more recent. Like you would assume we would know better, but we did not and did the exact same thing. Hi, Jason. How are you? Thank you for the follow, dude. Welcome to my tribe. Ooh, my family's sigil. That's a key. Give it. I don't want that. Was it the 30s? It was 1959. Fuck off, kitties. Was it really? You like the energy? Man, I'm a very energetic person. Welcome. We're kind of a random community, but my big flex is it's my greatest achievement in life, and I love them. You've done work at the Gates Foundation, and there was this African president there. Don't remember the country, but his bodyguards were so nice. Got to talk to them. Dude, my sister dated a guy that worked at the Gates Foundation. He said they're all really nice people. Like, he was like a personal guard for Bill and his wife and shit, and he said they're really kind. We're weirdos in the best way, right? Yeah, we're not like, you know. I need to farm on Stream Raider? Fuck yeah, dude. Dude, if that's one way for people to find my dope community, I'm into it. Let's do it. Stream Raider's the shit, man, and I'm pretty fucking good about pounding it out. Like, I've told my chat over and over, never feel bad about annoying me if I miss the button. Like, tell me. I want to get you guys as much points as possible. I'm addicted. Give me the gold. I want it now. I want it now, daddy. What do I have down here that I could get rid of?
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
Is that quiet? I think I need to turn it up. I just realized the sound is really quiet, and we definitely want to hear him. Jesus fuck, it's quiet.
Fast.
There we go. It's just like ominous music in the background. Can you guys hear that now? Oh my god, Jason, this game is fucking amazing. Biggest tip, don't get attached to any of your players. They will die. This game is hard and everyone dies. I want it now. I'm not even kidding you, Mateo. My car's name is Veruca because it's my I want it now. I needed a car and I went and got it. Her name's Veruca. Dude, you will die so much. That is the best thing I can give you. Like, do not get attached to anybody and seriously, like, just get used to dying. Like, I don't even name my characters after chat until I'm through a couple battles because I want to make sure they'll live a little bit. Oh yeah, they're gonna die, but this game is so good. I have it on my computer and my iPad, and I play it constantly. This game is really good. Do you get any of your characters back? So I'll show you when I'm done with this dungeon. So essentially, when you start the game, you'll start out with just 2 guys, and it's basically a tutorial. This dungeon I'm doing right now is like your tutorial dungeon, showing you how to play the game. Once you finish a dungeon, you get put back in the town, and in the bottom left corner, there's like a little wagon, and every single time you go back to town, the wagon will offer you new characters. So, like, say you have a character that's 100% stressed. They're still alive, but 100% stressed, and they've got 3 diseases. You can dismiss them and just go hire a new one that's the same class. So you're, like, replacing them, and it happens every single time. I'll show you when we get back to the city. It's pretty fun. My husband is he's not a pro, but he's so addicted to this game, he knows it like the back of my asshole. So he's helped me with this game exceedingly. Like, he's really good at it. It's hard, though. Like, it's not an easy game, and people will die. You just gotta get used to it, sadly. Do we not have a game? We used to have a game alert. Interesting. It is sad if you get a fine. No, it is true. Like, I'll get so attached to a character, and then they'll just get so many diseases I can't do anything with it.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh.
It's on sale. Buy it.
Indefatigable purpose.
If anybody wants this game, it's on sale right now. Dude, it's 80% off. This game is hours and hours and hours of amazing fun, but you will kill everyone. Zeke's addicted to the back of your asshole. He tells me every time I bend over, he can't not fuck me, so I'm assuming. I assume. I don't know. He doesn't seem partial to the whole, necessarily. I think it's like the shape of the everything. I don't know. called Hell Sign. It's a top-down one, hunting all sorts of crazy creatures. Ooh.